Hi YouTube, so we are back. Not really, probably not. We're probably gonna make this one video and then like be gone again. So first off, we are very sorry for like the lack of YouTube videos that we've been doing because we've been insanely busy. There have been STAR tests, there have been finals, there have been just a lot of work and a lot of laziness that have gone into our hiatus, but we just wanted to come back and share the newest member of our family, George. We also strongly apologize for like how dark this video is, mainly because if we are going to take George out to show him off, we do not want to stress him out too much. We barely got him on Saturday, but he is warming up very nicely to my mom and Kira especially, and starting to warm up to me, so I will not be holding him. But if we do show him off, Kira will be holding him, so you guys can get a little look-see. If not, if he doesn't want to come under her hand willingly, we will just incorporate some pictures and videos that we have taken of him. But regardless, we are just going to show you George and a little bit of his enclosure, and we are going to show what we've been feeding him and all that.
So me and Kala have been wanting a leopard gecko for a while, but we didn't have the space, money, time,
or the right like tank to keep him in. We didn't have anything that we would have had to have for the leopard gecko. So every leopard gecko website that I've read, that the juvenile leopard geckos can actually stay in a 10-gallon tank. Well, we did have him in a 10-gallon tank when we first got him. The first 2 days that we had him, yeah, like the first 2 days or a day and a half basically, we had him in a 10-gallon, and we had exactly what he needed. We had the heat mat, we had the lamp that he needed for light, we had a humid hide, a cool hide, and a warm hide. We had everything that he needed. But unfortunately, those things take up a lot of space, and it was a very tight fit for George. He would come out of the enclosure, but he didn't really have the space to walk around and stuff like that. So like my main question was like, how do people keep them in a hide like that? By all means though, I'm not a leopard gecko expert. He is our first. I do not want to claim that I know what is the right thing to do and what's the wrong thing to do, again, because it's a learning process when it comes to them. But from our experience, personally, we didn't feel comfortable with keeping him in a 10-gallon. So Kira's eating, and I was looking over and editing what I was saying in the previous clip. I didn't word anything right, but basically what I was trying to say is that we had him in a 10-gallon tank, but all of his stuff didn't fit right. Of course we could have gotten smaller things, but we didn't want to put like tiny things. We wanted to have something that he'd be comfortable in even when he gets older and bigger, so that he can still fit in them. But basically everything that we have now, he will also have when he's older and bigger, so he's able to have that. Our turtles moved up into a 40-gallon tank, and now George is in their old 20-gallon. So yeah, I was trying to explain how he had a UVB and a heat lamp as well. I'm not a reptile expert. I just know the husbandry that comes with keeping a leopard gecko more than I did before when I didn't have one. It's still a learning process, you know. I still can get some stuff wrong, and I'm not trying to claim that I know better than any of the people on the leopard gecko websites, because I am pretty sure that people have gotten away with raising leopard geckos in 10 gallons until they're old enough to need a bigger tank. I'm sure that people have given them 10 gallons for their entire life and they were completely fine in it. But us personally, we're not fine with keeping him in a 10-gallon, and we wanted to get him a bigger tank and get the turtles a bigger tank anyway, so we didn't really see the harm in giving him a 20-gallon now. And I haven't read anything that says that you can give your leopard gecko too much space. He's comfortable, he's crawling under our hand, he's eating from the tongs, he's hunting, drinking water, he's exploring, he's doing everything that I've read is the healthy things for him to do. So that's what I was trying to explain. I didn't explain it very well. I hope I shed a little bit more light on what I was trying to say before, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some things that I've gotten wrong, but you know, he's living, he's thriving, so yeah. But I will show you guys his enclosure right after you guys meet him. So Kira's gonna try and get him. If not, I'll just show pictures and talk about him. So yeah. So this is George. If my phone would focus on him, we actually don't know if he's a male or female because he's still a baby and he has that little band around his neck, but we call him George, short for Curious George, and he is our baby leopard gecko. He is adorable. He's about 5 inches in length, and he's still a juvenile, but we're not going to keep him out for too long just so he doesn't freak out. I will show you his enclosure right now. So I'm going to show you George's enclosure. He actually did not want to go back in his thing. He wanted to stay on Kira. So I'm just going to show you his enclosure and explain a little bit. I warn you now, it looks not super like, it doesn't look super fabulous or whatever, but you know, it works and he's comfortable in it. He loves it. So yeah. So this is George's enclosure. He lives in a 20-gallon long. Right now he's currently in here. I filmed a video already, like while he was being held by Kira, of his enclosure, but I did not explain things right, so I'm gonna redo it. So this whole area is his warm hide. Also disregard this hard water. This was the turtle's tank before, and we couldn't really take everything off. I looked up remedies, but he's not comfortable enough around us to be held or out of his enclosure for a really long time. So once he is, that stuff will be gone. So this is his warm hide. There's a heat mat right under this paper towels right here, like underneath the thing. He likes to be in here. He likes to sit on the heat lamp. He's probably right in this area right now. So yeah, that's the heat side. Like, and this lamp is usually over here, but not right now because I'm filming. Here's his water dish, and there's his calcium back there without D3 in it. We put calcium with D3 on his, we would put these on his mealworms and his crickets when he eats them. But currently, right now, we have this calcium in there. This is the sample size of recti calcium without D3. So yeah, that's what he has in there, and I will take that out after a couple of days. But right now it's sitting in there. Here's his humid hide. It's literally just a Tupperware with a hole cut in it and some wet paper towel, and he will be going in there when he's ready to shed. It'll help him shed. And there's his cool hide over here. He doesn't really go in it too much, but sometimes at night I will see him in there. There are decorative little plants and stuff in there that kind of mimic the rocks he'd climb over in the desert. That's his theme of his enclosure. They don't really need to be in there, but he does like climbing over the rocks sometimes, and sometimes he'll climb up here. So yeah, that's his enclosure. It's not super anything. There's like substrate in here, but the substrate is paper towel just because it's the easiest thing to clean, and it's the easiest thing for him. I personally do not feel comfortable with using loose substrate because I've read a lot of stuff on them and how sometimes it'll get in the animal system and not be able to come out. It's just a lot safer since they're constantly licking and licking stuff. It can actually cause compaction and it'll be inside of his body, and yeah, I do not want that. Over here in this corner we have his mealworms. These are from Petco. You can see there are little track marks right here, and there's some apples in there just for the mealworms to kind of bulk up and so they don't die. I actually have to buy more, but he'll eat about 8 a day so far, just until he's older and he doesn't need to eat every day. But right now this is where we have them. They're all just kind of sitting in there eating the apples. is George, and a little bit about him and a little bit about the enclosure that we have and the things that we do with him. Even though I didn't really explain too much, we literally have only had him for a couple of days, so we aren't like bonded enough yet for me to be just holding him and learning more about his personality. But he does live up to his name. He is extremely curious. He will come out whenever one of us walk in the room, and he'll stick his little head out of his hide and he'll be like staring at us until we walk away or until we stop looking at him. And he will he'll just sit there and he just likes to stare. And yeah, he likes to climb. He's really inquisitive, and I love that about him. I'm sure as he gets older we'll learn more about his personality, but as of right now it's kind of a boring video just because we don't know too much about him. But as he gets older and the more stuff that he does, the more content we'll be posting of George. Just give this video a big thumbs up and support our channel by subscribing down below if you guys like it. And anything else you want to see of George or of this channel, just comment it down below. So thank you. Bye.